Hey everybody, we're going to work on a dragon today inspired by the book Dragons Love Tacos. Now as you can see on the cover, this dragon really loves tacos. If you have this book at home, it would be a great time to pull it out, reread it, check out those illustrations. If you don't have it, I will post a video link to someone reading the story in the comments so that you can see that story for yourself and check out all of the really cool illustrations and the different kinds of dragons that are in this story. Alright, so let's get started. This is kind of what we're going for when we finish. Sort of a flying dragon. Lots of different color options and things like that. But I'm going to start with my dragon body. Now, my dragon body is kind of a rainbow shape, upside down rainbow or U shape. You want to leave some room on either side because you need room for a dragon head and a dragon tail. So I'm going to draw that U-shaped. Now you probably want to use a pencil. I'm using a marker just so that you can see it a little bit better, but a pencil would give you the chance to erase it if you make some mistakes. Now underneath this U, or connected to the U, and I'm going to make my sides just a little bit higher, you're going to do a line right above it that connects. So I'm going to start at one of the sides, kind of make a point, and it gets a little bit wider as you go down the body, and come back up and connect on the other side. It's sort of like a skinny banana or a crescent shape. Alright, so above that, we're going to do one more upside down rainbow line that's about the same size and shape as these below it. So follow along that line and just do one more. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but just about like the other lines. Okay, so one side's going to be the head and the other side is going to be the tail. So whichever side you decide to do the head on, let's go ahead and do our mouth. So the mouth on the one I'm going to draw is kind of like two open V shapes or two sideways triangles. If you want to do a different style of mouth, that's okay too. So I'm going to do one of my sideways V's as kind of the bottom jaw, and then one right above it as the top jaw. Mine almost looks like the letter M sideways right there. Now, I'm going to add in the head, which is just a little curved line that connects from the top V here with the part that's going to be your body. So that's going to make the head. It kind of looks like a bird head, and you can add in whatever style of eye you want to add. Now, if you wanted your dragon to have eyebrows or eyelashes or whatever else, you could add those in right now too. While we're working on the head, I'm going to go ahead and give mine some little pointy teeth. So just little jagged V shapes all the way. Alright, so now I'm going to look at this other end where my tail is. Okay, so where this point is, where these two lines came together, I'm going to draw a little rainbow shape. About like that. Now this is going to just be a place for my tail to follow. It's kind of like a snake or a worm tail. You want to give it a little curve if you want to make it longer. So you're going to curve, you want to come to a point, and curve back around until you meet with the body. And yours can be longer or shorter. Does not have to be exactly the same. Alright, so this part of the body may have some stripes on it. If you don't want stripes or if you want something different, you don't have to have the stripes. So I'm just going to add some stripes on mine. Connect that one a little bit better. Now on your body, if you want to add anything like texture, something like scales, some of them have feathers, you could do little U shapes or V shapes to make it look like your dragon has some scales. And this part's optional too. And just remember, the texture is how something would feel. And so if you wanted it to look like this dragon feels scaly, then you might want to draw some little shapes that make it look like it has that texture. But that is your decision. Now, other details you might could add, you could add in little dragon horns if you wanted horns. I might add kind of some little spiky parts on the back. Alright, so now I'm going to make my dragon look like it's a flying dragon. You don't have to add wings to yours if you don't want to, but to make a simple wing, you just sort of make that sideways rainbow shape, kind of like a C shape. And then from here, you can just make a curved line that connects back in towards that dragon body. Now to show the second wing, you just go right next to it. And you don't have to show the whole thing, because if one thing is behind the other, you wouldn't see all of the second wing. So I'm just going to leave it right there. All right, now for this part, the dragons in this book, they have legs, and see how they're sort of rainbow or C-shaped, and they have arms. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some little curved legs. So this is going to be one leg. I'm just putting those two lines close together to make those little curved, skinny legs. And for the toes, I'm making an M shape with an extra point. And then one more leg, M shape, extra point. Now for my dragon, I think I'm going to make him hold, or her, a taco. And I'm going to show you on one bigger piece of paper how to draw a taco in general. So if you want to add your taco here, that's great. And if not, you could always add a taco somewhere else. But to make a taco, you make a big rainbow shape, or on your dragon, a little rainbow shape, and you connect it with this line. But this is the part I wanted you to see up close. The toppings in your taco will make it where you don't see the back side of the taco shell. And you can do just a little kind of curved line if you want to show maybe where your meat would be. You can do another little rainbow shape for a tomato, another kind of curvy line for lettuce. You can do some little rectangles for cheese, and then just repeat some of those shapes, like maybe another tomato and some lettuce, maybe some more cheese. And keep adding those and all the way around your taco until it looks like you have one that's stuffed. So that's kind of a big version. But for my dragon, I'm going to maybe put the taco right about here so I have a place for my dragon to hold it. Not too far away. So I'm going to draw that straight line, rainbow shape connecting, and then just little bitty some of those topping shapes. All right, so now I'm going to draw the little dragon arms connecting in, kind of curved. And if you want to show where some of its little fingers are, you can show, but you don't have to show the whole hand since it's holding that taco. And then I'm just going to show that other arm coming in from behind it. Now in the book, it tells you that dragons who eat spicy tacos with salsa, those are the ones that have the fire coming out of their mouths, or the smoke. So if you want it to look like maybe your dragon had a spicy taco, you can always add, you know, fire. That would be sort of like a zigzaggy shape. You don't have to have fire coming out of your dragon. That's optional. At this point, your dragon is done. If you would rather add tacos to your background, or like some sort of taco landscape or some other design, you can think of different ways to incorporate the tacos. Or if you would rather just have a dragon and no tacos, that's okay too. I used crayons to color mine. You can use colored pencils, or you could use markers. Anything else that you have at your house would be great. The dragons in the book come in all different colors, all different sizes. They're all very different, but I would love to see what you come up with for your dragons and your tacos. Post your pictures in the comments so that we can see what you came up with.